Hi, welcome to the Warhammies. Today we're going to be covering my Blazeknight build. This is all about utilising the two-handed force sword to chew through enemies and then burn them all out with soulfire. If you want to catch more Warhammer content, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below what you'd like to see next. Let's get into the build. For the loadout, we're going to be running the Blaze Force Greatsword. Now I'm going to be running the Mark 6 version because I prefer the moveset. In terms of the blessings, we're going to be running Riposte and Blazing Spirit. In terms of our perks, we've got some additional melee critical hit chance and 25% damage to unyielding enemies. This just allows us to deal with Ogryns and monstrosities that little bit better. For the secondary weapon, we're going to be using the Mark IV Shredder Auto Pistol. In terms of the blessings, we're going to be looking at some additional critical chance every time we spray down some enemies, and Pinning Fire, which gives us 5% strength for every enemy we stagger. You can do that on one enemy, so we get up to 25% extra strength just for shooting them. The dump stat for this weapon, we're going to be looking at mobility. The weapon's already got fantastic mobility, and we want to make sure we're capping out our damage. In terms of the perks, we're going to do some more range critical hit damage, because we're just going to be doing criticals all the time, and then just flak damage, just to deal with flak armoured enemies. For the gunners with the new update, they're an absolute nightmare. In terms of curios, we're going to be running a 21% max health with just some additional health and toughness. I've got some block efficiency on here, just to help with the Blaze Force Greatsword. Another 20% max health with some toughness, max health, and combat ability regen. And then lastly, a stamina curio. Now, from our previous videos, I've explained that I like my stamina curios to just be stamina focused, so sprint, block, and stamina regen. You can play around with those perks. They're not necessary, but it's what I like, just to make sure that when I'm putting them on, it buffs everything to do with stamina. Let's go on to the talents. So we're taking a bit of an odd route down the tree. First, pick up metal. The reason for this is we're going to be doing a shed load of critical hits, and we're going to need that damage, and that movement speed, and the toughness regen. Then pick up Quietude, which replenishes 5% toughness for each 10% of our peril quelled. So we'll pick up Soul Stealer, which regenerates 7.5 toughness on warp attack kill. Now the reason we do this is when we charge up the Force Sword, it gets a nice sweep attack that kind of shocks through the enemies. This means that we can fully regen our toughness when we use that. Then pick up Perilous Combustion. Now I know a lot of people don't like Perilous Combustion, but I just find it feels better when everything on the screen is on fire. In terms of you could probably switch it out if you wanted to, but I'd rather have it than Battle Meditation. Then pick up the Toughness boost. Then pick up Brain Rupture. This is just an upgraded version of Brain Burst, which does more damage. Get Kinetic Flare. Now this is really important because it's fantastic when we combine it in with the Shredder Pistol, and I'll show you in testing. But essentially, we have a 10% chance on hit to Brain Rupture a target. Can't incur a critical peril, but has a cooldown of 15 seconds. Then we've got Kinetic Resonance. We're not going to get this. We don't need it. We're not really going to be brain bursting things unless we're dealing with a really far away enemy. Then get the peril resistance. Now you want to pick up Wildfire, and again, we're going to be looking at picking up all the Soul Blaze buffing perks. Essentially, when we kill an elite enemy, we apply 4 stacks of Soul Blaze to the surrounding enemies. Then Psychonetic's Aura, we want to be decreasing the cooldown on our Scryer's Gaze. Every time we kill an elite, it lowers our cooldown. Get toughness damage reduction, another toughness damage reduction, then get lightning speed for the increased melee attack speed. By Crack a Bone, really handy when running a finesse weapon with Scryer's Gaze. Then Warp Splitting, which gives you up to 100% cleave based on your peril. We're going to be running at max peril, so this thing's just going to be chewing through everything. Lastly, pick up Soul Drinker. Now the reason we need this is because we're going to be applying a bunch of Soul Blaze. It helps us regen toughness and gives us more critical hit chance to apply more Soul Blaze. Get Precedence. Again, more critical hit chance. Pick up the range damage boost. It's not really necessary, but we've got to get it. Then I'd get both of the dodging perks. Now the reason for this is just when we're wading in with melee, with the new gunners, they will absolutely chew through everything and everything to get to you. It's nice to know when we're doing crits, we can't be shot at. And they get Anticipation. I'd argue this is a must when running the sword, just because the dodge is so terrible on it. And also, we get an additional dodge with the sword. Moving down, pick up Scryer's Gaze. We're only going to want to pick up Endurance and Warp Speed. In terms of Reality Anchor and Precognition, Reality Anchor doesn't really give you any passive buffs if you're not using warp attacks. It only really gives you 1 extra percent damage. And Precognition we could be using, however, we're only roughly going to be staying in Scryer's Gaze till about, I guess, about 12 or 13 stacks. So we wouldn't be getting too much of finesse damage, and I'd rather save the perk to get down to a keystone. So head down, get the additional critical hit chance. So just from the build tree, we're already doing roughly about 15% based off that. Then the additional 20 here. Get Kinetic Deflection, really handy perk to have, especially if we're running out of dodges on this sword. Get the movement speed, always handy to closing down the enemies. 10% health, Warp Rider, because we're going to be using that Scry's Gaze, we're going to be building up and running at max peril quite a bit, so we're going to be getting that nice 20% additional damage. Toughness boost, and then lastly, I just pick up Empowered Psionics, just because it helps power up our Brain Rupture should we need to deal with something far away and make sure we kill it. Let's run into some testing. So the Blaze Force Greatsword, this one has 3 wide swings followed by a single down attack. The Heavy Charge does 1 over the shoulder, and then a stab. Nice for getting those headshots. You can charge a weapon with the alternate fire, but the sweep doesn't do too much unless it procs Brain Rupture. When we start to get kills with a sword, you can see it starts to charge up. The more powerful the enemy, the more charge you get. As you can see, when it's charged, it does a bit more damage. You can see that we've got a bit of charge there, but if we just wait, the sword will slowly decay that energy. It's rather annoying, so when you hit max charges, you will only have a set amount of time to use the ability. Otherwise, you'll end up getting a level 1 attack. So I can charge it, but the attack damage won't be any different from the basic one. The Shredder pistol, well, it's a fully automatic pistol. You can see it's already doing a lot of crit damage, and we don't even have the 20% buff active from Scry's Gaze. This thing absolutely chews through enemies. The alternate attack, you have a torch. Handy for those lights out missions. It's fantastic at proccing Brain Rupture. You can see how much damage we've just done with a quick little burst, which would then allow us to go in and get a kill off. To show you the sword fully charged up, it can do a lot of damage to a horde, and you can generate the energy for the sword very quickly on Damnation when you're clearing a horde. Brain Burst, relatively simple. Pops brains. I like running with Empowered Psionics just so we have one little charged up one in the back pocket when we need it. Now for this build to work, what we're going to be doing is when we come across a horde, we can just start attacking. Now I appreciate the Soul Blaze is already starting to spread quite well because of our perks. However, the main reason I wanted to show you is when we start to stack it up, you can see we actually hit the headshot. We can one-shot these guys, but you do need to get a critical. If you'd rather be able to one-shot Maniacs when you can, switch out the unyielding damage for Maniac. Let's get into some gameplay. So, the Blazeknight build is all about meleeing enemies, setting things on fire, and kind of poking them with a big old poke attack. It's a bunch of fun, and once we start to get that crit chance up, it's really cool to watch everything just kind of catch fire in front of you, to build up the charge, utilise it, and just watch the horde, like, pop. It's fantastic. Now, I've had a bit of a nightmare trying to record this video. Every time I seem to hop in, my recording software crashes. I think I've run about 3 maps, and I don't particularly want to show you the last game because it's on the same map that I played last time. So, I want to give you guys slightly different missions every now and then.
Security systems can be bypassed if you know which button to press.
So what we can do, just stagger every enemy. We can utilise the ability. As I said, it doesn't do much damage. I'm currently competing to keep up with the rest of the team. But, Maelstrom mission, no blessed enemies, scab only faction. Pop. There we go, pop the Brain Burst. So what we're going to do is pop our ability and just start poking. Once we get enough charge up, like we have done there, I'm just going to sweep, clear out some of the horde. Obviously it's more powerful if you wait, but sometimes I find it's just normally better to just pop it. Yeah, I normally find it's just easier to pop it. Oh, I just dodged right into that. Yeah, throw me to my allies. Just, there's so many pox, but every mission I've done so far, like Auric Maelstrom, there's just been pox bursters everywhere. Yeah, so... Okay, no, very scab faction, doesn't say no ammo drops. Demon host somewhere. Push back, guys. There you go. I mean, we haven't done much damage. Just waiting for a gap. Nice, see the team just... Keep forgetting to finish the reload every time. No, demon host, demon host, demon host. I love that. So interesting about this build is you sprint faster with this thing out. So you do need to catch up with the team, pop a switch, and then sprint. Team's doing alright so far. So remember, this thing has silly reach. I've just taken a shed load of damage that I didn't want to take. Oh. Oh, no. I'm very conscious. When I was practicing for this build, I have blown myself up one too many times. Just gonna run back, grab that Medicaid. Switch to pistol. How about that? Because that nearly went horribly wrong. Okay. Don't hear behind me. There he is. It's wonder where that Rager had gone. But combining it with the Soul Blaze, really nice way just to... There we go. That's why I like this gun. Never used it prior to this, and I'd never used it on Psyker. Is that another monstrosity? Okay. Nice job, team. Oh, I thought I dodged back. That was my own fault. I should have blocked and pushed. So I thought I dodged it. Oh, heal my... There's a pox burster in there, I wouldn't. That's that sniper. Ready? Let's go.
My beloved likes the new ecclesiarch. He's much better than the last one.
Progress blocked by
Zoom, zoom. Remember, switch, you need to sprint somewhere and there are no enemies.
Yes, beloved, the flavor's dead.
Alright, where's the next one? This thing is just ridiculous in terms of damage. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, veteran's just collecting those. Right. Head up. Get the button press. Oh no, Zealot is outrunning me. We'll just spam those light attacks, but make sure you're dodging from side to side. Otherwise, that's another monstrosity coming in. Where's that sniper? There we go. Right. Nice. It's nice to have a Psyker weapon that kind of does a significant amount of damage. It's just, again, a shame. So, this stab attack doesn't cleave enemies, and it's a massive shame because I think that's a real kind of lost moment for this weapon, to have kind of a unique attack style. I'll tell you what. Yeah, just one thing to note about the special attack. If you take any form of damage while activating it or having it equipped, it will automatically cancel, and you will have to recharge it, and you lose all of the charge that you had. Here it is. Oh, did not dodge that. Remember, that attack can go through walls, so utilise it. If you're behind cover, you need to stagger something, use it. Oh, bomb. Stab, stab, slash, stab and slash. Charge, sweep. We're okay. Next to our box. You can build the SMG into suppression if you want, just for moments like that. Ow, 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 ow. More damage from enemies from behind than anything else. Get the crafting mats. Always get the crafting mats. I just love rocking rainbows with like such a measly weapon that does like 10 damage per hit. Something like that. It's a little bit more, but you know what I mean. Slash, slash. Sweep. Nice. That Medicaid down. Cool down. Brilliant. Really? Okay. Take it. Probably should have popped Scry's Gaze to get the 10% extra damage and crit chance. Oh, thank you for the crack. Stagger the ranged enemies and hunt them down. Remember, this gun can just spray into a crowd and do a significant amount of damage. I'm trying to kill the Mauler. Not the Mauler, the Crusher. Just give me a second. Slash, slash, slash. There we go. And that is the perk of the sweep. As you can see, just clearing that crowd. It's just gone. Allowing my team to get the res off. Pop this. I can't see what's going on. Other than... Oh, no, no, no. Oh, rats. And that's the first down.
Oh, you're real alright. Real annoying.
Oh, probably could have got the Auric title without going down. Oh well. Smile and move on.
Oh dear, it's the demon host. Look out, gunner.
Oh, it's my own fault as well. Didn't need to use it.
Waypoint into orbit.
Right, moving on. As you can see, the build is effective. You just need to be able to manage your peril better than I can.
My very good friend, Lord Darius Spelt, wouldn't be mean to you. After all, you're so far beneath his notice.
Thou couldst learn much from Lord Mel. He understands well his purpose and seeketh no glory. Flamer!
Be advised, extensive signs of infestation.
That could be the demon burrowed through the complex. Did no one open it?
That means we have to kill it, right?
Oh, still fuming at going down. Oh well. My own fault for not being able to manage my peril.
A healer stick.
Bridge mechanism under outside control. Destroy demonic matter to proceed.
I think practicing this build, I'd be very used to the peril explosions by now.
Metaphysical intrusion reduced. Continue.
What's the Oh, there it is. I was thinking where it was. Swipe, clear those gunners. I got Trapper as well. Slash, slash, slash. Oh. Don't get left behind. Where's that boss? Slash, 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 slash.
The relay station TRS-150 primary control lies deeper in.
If you can break, you can kill.
See, it's when you get those brain burst procs off on one of those weakened ones. It does loads. Oh, it would have been lovely to show you this build without going down, but oh well, it happens. And sometimes you just make silly mistakes when playing Darktide.
Destroy all demonic matter to restore function. Malign presence in retreat. Commence signal blockade.
Right, get in.
Put it down.
Spray and pray. And then just use it to focus them down. Slash, slash. Where's that sniper gone? You're going around the corner. Slash. So when we just get that nice... Look at that. It's so satisfying just getting that big spray off. And just spray it down. I mean, we do a fair amount of damage with this. Obviously, got teammates helping out. As you can see, it is a really effective build. We do need to push to the exit though. Switch to the weapon and run. That's the Blazeknight build for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to catch more 40k content, subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you in the next one.